I'm going
Life
to
of a
stop recording since it's 8, but
Okay.
all right. So before I introduce our beautiful, wonderful, most inspiring guest, I'm going to go over really quickly some housekeeping. I did post in the page several things. We've got Success Club for 5 more days left to hit Success Club. Plenty of time. Follow up. Ooh. All right. Okay, got that. Follow up with anyone you've ever talked to who's wanted to do a challenge, coach, or anything. Just check in with people. Invite, everything that we always do. But we have 5 days left. And I don't know, for those of you who hit Success Club last month, the leads that have come in this month are insane. Success Club leads and customer leads, like I can't keep up with how many are coming through. Now's the time of year that you're going to get a ton of leads, so make sure you hit Success Club so you are in that lead wheel for February. Team Cup. If you do not have a Team Cup already, we will be pairing people who don't. Even if you're new, you do want to get one. Background noise here. Let's see. Yeah. So get on a Team Cup, and it starts February 1st. You need to be registered by the end of the month. So basically, if you're new, all it is you're going to pair up with 4 other coaches, and you're going to be like basically each other's success partners for the month. You're going to push each other, encourage each other all through the month to get as many Success Club points as you can get. And depending on how many you get as a team, you get fun prizes. So there's no reason why not to sign up. The worst thing that can happen is nothing. So, and we do have the Push to Diamond training that will start February 1st. I know a lot of you have already signed up and paid for the pot. So if you're interested in doing that, it's going to be awesome. There's 11 coaches that are going to be leading the training, and it's going to be super awesome. So make sure if you're wanting to achieve any sort of goals, even if you don't hit diamond, to get signed up. I'm going to start up now, except for to introduce is Chonta Flowers, who I'm privileged to meet. Okay. We met 2 years ago, is that right?
Yeah, I think 2. Yeah, at least 2.
I used to take it upon myself and host a Super Saturday in my living room by myself. And yeah, so that wasn't the best idea. One day I decided to go to Super Saturday in Atlanta, and there was a lot of energy in the room, and a lot of the energies came from this beautiful woman.
Oh.
I was like, whoever that is, I need her in my life. She just lights up the room. So after that Super Saturday, I think it was, Nate Farnsworth took us out to dinner. We sat next to each other and just clicked. Clicked anyway. Since then, we've been able to go on coffee dates here and there. She lets me ride with her to different events sometimes. And she's just, her spirit's just amazing. And you're going to love hearing from her. I'm so excited to have her on the call. So I'm going to shut up and let you do your thing.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes?
Yes? Okay, perfect. So first, I want to say how honored I am. Thank you so much, Natalie, for just even asking me to be on your call. And I want to talk to you guys, and tell you're the Posh Empire, right? I love the name. And I just wanted to talk to you guys and talk to you really quickly about your leader, and then tell you how amazing she is. And when nobody was doing anything in this whole Atlanta market, Natalie was. Like, she is our trophy piece. It was like, oh, who's over 5-star? Natalie! Who hit Premier? Natalie! Who hit Elite? That girl, Natalie! So she has done so much, and I just want to tell you, to stick with it, like in this business, when we talk about relationships, and sometimes maybe that can seem so fake, but Natalie and I have become like real friends. We're not just Facebook friends. Like, we go to each other's birthday parties type friends. Like, that's my real life friend. I can pick up the phone and call her friend. So she's amazing. I hope you guys know that. And so that's that. And your shirt is cute. So anyway, I don't want to take up you guys' time. I'm not going to be long. I really just wanted to, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. Of course, she said my name. I'm Chonta Flowers. Yes, I inherited that. I love that. I am a wife of 7 years and a mom to a little 5-year-old boy who's everywhere. If you follow me at all on social media, I probably talk more kid and less anything else because I'm obsessed with him. But and obsessed with just being a mom in general. I started coaching about 4 years ago, and I have the most probably crazy story ever. So I was not recruited into coaching. Nobody ever told me about coaching. I had actually never heard about it. I am a Google geek, and I don't like to take pills. And so I was Googling like health drinks, liquid vitamins, because I'm like, I can't take all that stuff that they're saying that you need to take to be healthy. And I need to do something. I'm overweight. I just had my son. I need energy. I need something. And all those drinks came up. You guys all know the herbal gerbil, you know, and some of the other stuff. It all came up. And then this one said Shakeology. And I was like, Shakeology, because anything ology means study of. I was like, they must know their stuff. So I literally, like, it was the name, seriously, is what attracted me. And from there, I just started to do research. And I just started to basically just Googling YouTube, right? Because if it's on Google, it's YouTube. And I saw everything, like a gazillion videos. And I just kind of started to watch them. And I came across my coach on YouTube. So the power of video, there's another nugget. I came across my coach on YouTube. And I was like, I like her. And I liked her. What attracted me to her is because she was so honest and sincere. So where everyone else was kind of like, I love everything about everything. She was on her video, and like one time she was like, oh, I don't like greenberry. Don't like that one. You know what I mean? That was just like her. Yes, I like her. You know, because she was just very honest about what she liked and what she didn't like, and just an honest, you know, person. And that struck a chord with me. And what ended up happening is I ended up watching all of her videos, like until the next morning. I watched every single last video. And she had done tons of training. So I got into the coaching training that she had done too. Not a coach, right? I'm just sitting there, just a girl who wanted a liquid vitamin. So by the end at 6 a.m., I was like, oh, this thing. I have an MBA, y'all. So I'm just going to tell you, sometimes we think too hard. Some things just make sense. So look at it like this. This is how I saw it. Let me tell you the simplified version. Oh, so this stuff works. And if I take it, then I could have like more energy and blah, blah, and I can do that. But if I don't like it, then I can just send it back and they're going to give me my money back. Score. Oh, so this coaching thing. Okay, great. So if basically I can save 25% and make 25%, done. Like that was literally the simplified version for me. Like challenge packs didn't exist at the time. All of that hoopla, like all that stuff to me got complicated. Like that just made sense. In the simplest form, you save 25%, you make 25%. And if people come and franchise the business, you make more. Score. Like I was just like, got it. Great. Okay, so I sent her an email. And I was like, hi, my name is Chonta Flowers. I watch every last one of your videos. So this is what I need. I would like to be a coach. I need to be put on your strong leg right here, blah, blah, blah. Like I gave her a whole rundown of what I needed from her. Because mind you, I had watched all the videos that take normal people months to watch, or they never watch them. People never watch the training, and I watched the training before I started all in one day. And so she thought I was crazy, but nevertheless, I signed up and so forth and became a coach. And like I said, challenge packs didn't exist. So I came from the old school of buying everything. So I'm one of those people that look at you side-eye when you say something is expensive, because I'm just like, excuse me, didn't you get a bundle package? Because I had to pay $39.99, no wave. I had to pay $119, no discount. I had to pay $119 again for Insanity, no discount. And I still was like, okay, that makes sense. Because previously I had a personal trainer who I paid $523 to a month. So that was nothing. I was just like, this rocks. So that's just a little background of like kind of how I got started. From then on, I did Insanity and I lost 61 pounds. I started with the hardest workout that they had, only because I was a Marine and I was like, oh, that looks like boot camp. And, you know, it kicked my butt, but it was just so worth it, so on and so forth. And things have happened. So what I really want to talk to you guys about is not giving up and keeping going, like getting it going all the way, just like staying the course, right? Because what happens is, I'm so glad you're here, JL. I'm just going to pick on you. I'm sorry. You're in my face. You're one of the first people on the Zoom, and you're new. And I want you all to make a decision. I know you've heard this before, but sometimes you just need to hear it from somebody else. You have to make that decision that you're going to stay. You're going to be here. You're here for a reason. You signed up for a reason. So whatever that thing was that made you sign up, do it. That little inkling in the back that said, well, maybe I can. Maybe I can be like Natalie. Maybe I can do such and such. Maybe I can take vacation. Maybe I can. You can. So you have to just say, I am going to basically burn the ships. You know what I mean? I am going to get here and I'm going to burn them. I'm just going to burn the ships so there's no way out. I'm on the island and I'm going to learn how to do it. And that's what you want to do. That's what you want to do. And when you first start, they tell you, I'm sure you guys have heard this, go find the successful coaches, right? Have you guys heard that? Go find the successful coaches and follow them. And that is true. But then I'm going to tell you something else that's crazy. It's probably going to turn your head. I might get in trouble from Natalie. I say success leaves clues. Get the clue and then leave. Let me tell you why. Because that's when the comparison game starts to kick in. That is when, you shoot yourself, basically. That is when you're sitting here and you're looking at every single thing that they're doing and you're comparing it all to what you're doing or what you want to do. And you're looking at their chapter 20 and sometimes you're in chapter 1. So what they had to do to get coaches or whatever may look totally different. And I had to learn that. Like I came in and like one of my faves, honestly, is like Lindsay McAway. I don't know if you ever heard of her, but like that's my like muse. Like that's the person that I see myself like. And I would look and I'd be like, oh, all she has to do is throw up this picture and say, I'm looking for this. And a gazillion people going, right? And then you throw up that post and yours is like crickets, not realizing that she had to build that base. She had to build that trust. We didn't see that part, right? You just came in 3 years into her journey and you're like, but I can't believe it. Why is it when she puts that up, mine was just this cute. I know how to work PicMonkey. What's up? Right? Like, why isn't mine getting any like traction? What's going on here? Like, it must be because I'm Black. Seriously. No, but you're like, what is happening? And it is because Lindsay has built her base. She has a track record and she works like a dog. And you don't know other people's work ethic. You also don't know what they're doing behind the scenes because you aren't privy to their behind the scenes. You're not privy to their inbox and you're not privy to their email messages and you're not privy to the other things that they're doing in the background. You only see what you see, and that can be completely intimidating. When I first started, I kind of started fast. Well, it's not fast anymore because now people make like diamond like in 48 hours or whatever. But when I started, I made diamond in 90 days. And that used to be a big deal. Like if you can make diamond in your first 3 months, it used to be like, yes. Now, mind you, like I said, there were no challenge tracks, there's no nothing. I had to basically learn how to share and sell this stuff with no kind of system. No groups, no nothing. But I was ignorant on fire. I didn't know any better. I just know this stuff works. I get it. I like how I feel. I'm going to share it. I didn't know the best way to share it. I didn't know the best practices. I was probably super freaking annoying or whatever, but I just went out there and did it. And then I caught a snag. Guess how? I started to learn. That's gonna scare you, right? When I started learning and looking at all the trainings and going to all the summits and going to all the Super Saturdays, and all of these things are super important, guys. I'm not telling you not to do it. But what happens is every coach does something different. So then I confuse myself. But such and such said do this, and then, but no, such and such said do that, and then, but you got to have a like page, right? But no, you should totally be on Instagram because they're rocking it. But Pinterest is the way to go. But if you don't do that, you should make 6 videos a day. You should post 10 times. No, 10 times is too annoying. Only post 2, right? And you're getting all of this stuff. This is how you should do it. All these things. And everybody's successful. So you're like, they must all be right. And then you come home and you have this notebook and you're struggling and you're going through it and you're like, I don't even know. I don't even know what to do. And you're trying everything and it's like spaghetti and you're throwing it up against the wall, hoping that it sticks. And you have all of this knowledge and guess what you do? You become paralyzed. I became paralyzed. I was basically like, before I would mash send or submit on anything, I was judging it against all the stuff that I had learned. Okay, is that right? Did I say that right? Did I do everything I was supposed to do? did I check that? Okay, wait a minute. Am I sounding salesy? Because that's the word. That's a thing, right? Being salesy. Am I being salesy? And am I such and such? And so I just kind of got quiet. And I just kind of stopped talking about the business. I stayed on Facebook, but I just talked about me. Because I didn't know what else to talk about. I was just like, I just am screwing that up. And it was just about maybe a year ago when I got up and I said, I remember at that time when I was just ignorance on fire. I was like, I need to capture that again. And not in its ignorant stage, but just remembering what that felt like, just to go do it, just to fail forward at it, just to screw it up. Go remember that, because I'll tell you this, that ignorance on fire is always better than knowledge on ice. So many of you trying to go find all of the knowledge, right? Let me go. I'm going to soak it up. If I listen to 3 more national wake-up calls, I got it now. If I go follow this person and do this thing, I'm going to really get it then. Well, just wait a minute. When I get to day 17 of Coach Basics, I can finally say something, because you feel like you need to know more and more and more. And you become a collector of information, not a doer of anything. You got all the information. At one point, I told myself, I was telling my team, I said, at one point I was a know-it-all, but I was a do-nothing. You know what I mean? Like, I knew everything. If you asked me something, I could tell you, oh yeah, this and that. But I was just so confused. And so I love to tell coaches, it's best to just go for it and apologize later. Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and do it. I don't care what nobody say, because you have to do you, and you have to do it in the best way that you know how. And you have to do what feels good to you, even if it goes against what you've learned. Believe it or not. Because I had to do things that make sense. So as much, people are, oh, you're such an extrovert, you love to talk to people. I do. But let me tell you what I also ain't. I don't take no stuff. I'm not full of fluff, okay? So I don't like fluff. So it's very hard for me to do the messages that sound like this. Hey, JL, how are you? How's your family? How many kids do you have? What do you do for a living? Do you have time to do those things? What would happen if you had more time to do those things? You know what I'm saying? And you're just going through the whole form migration, and that's what we learn. And the person is talking to you, really? Oh, tell me more about that. And I'm not necessarily saying that that's wrong. That works for some people because that's your personality. And if that works for you, go. But that didn't work for me, so it sounded so fake. And it kept me from wanting to talk to anybody, because I'm like, I don't feel like doing this song and dance, because that don't work for me. Let me tell you what I'd rather say. Hey, JL. How are you, girl? Okay, so this might be totally random. I promise I'm not a creep. So I was looking at your social media page, and I am just like, every time I see a message from this girl, she is positive and encouraging and everything. So I just had to reach out to you and just tell you what I was doing. It totally may not be for you, and I would just get into why I like you. And I would just go, that's who I am now. I'm going, because that's me, because I don't like fluff. Like, I feel like if you want me to buy your freaking mascara, just ask me. How's your kid? Does he still go to my parent? Is he still in the kindergarten? What's going on? Like, I don't want all that. Just tell me what it is that you want me to know. Now, that's me. So am I saying that you're wrong if you do it the other way? No, please do that if that's what works for you. But I'm also saying, if you are the person that has been stuck because that doesn't feel right for you, then do what feels right for you. And there's a way to do it in ways that aren't creepy. And people love to say, I'm not a salesperson. Well, I got news for you. You sell stuff. Yes, you do. You sell things. You sell them. You cannot share a challenge pack. I just share. If sharing a challenge pack means opening it up and cutting it in half and sending the other half to somebody else, you don't share a challenge pack. You sell a challenge pack. You are all salespeople. Die. Oh my God. Really? Yes. And as soon as we embrace the fact that we sell things, because we don't run nonprofits, this isn't beachbody.org, poshempire.org, .edu. This is we're .coms. We are for profits. We quitting jobs and buying cars. There's profit involved. As soon as you are okay with that, then things start to change. As soon as you have that mind shift, that's like, that's okay. Because if you worked in a coffee shop, you wouldn't be like, come in, I'll share a cup of coffee. When you go to Starbucks, they're going to sell you a cup of coffee. They ain't sharing nothing. Starbucks won't even give you a sample, honey. They won't even give you a little bit in a little cup. They're not sharing nothing. So we have to stop acting like what we're doing. Let me tell you what we share. We share results. We share information. We share about motivation. We share tips. We share lots of things. We share love, but you sell stuff too. And that is okay. It is okay. So I say that because I know how that is such a hard part for people. I don't want to. Yes, you do. And not only do you sell this stuff, you sell other stuff. Teachers sell information to children. They have to sell it. You have to get these kids to understand that's the difference between the great teachers and the ones that aren't so great. The difference between great people and people that aren't so great are our sales skills. That's everybody. You sold yourself to your spouse. You did, if you have one. You sell your kids every day on why they should eat their vegetables or clean their room. We sell things every day. We always just talking to people about, oh my God, you have to go see this movie, or have you been to such and such? They got the best fried chicken and sweet tea ever, right? We sell things every day. I can't tell you how many things I sell all the time. Eyelashes. I'm always telling people about my eyelashes, you know, oh my God, girl, whatever. So we do that. So if you know that you do that in every other part of your life, I want you to be comfortable here. Because when you're comfortable in that, when you can get comfortable with that, it will help you stay. Because then you understand, to me, that's what moved it to business. Have a business. Because all business people sell things. Progressive sells insurance. Pizza Hut sells pizza. All businesses sell things. You're in a business, and it's okay. Okay, so that might be contrary to everything you ever heard. And I might be the crazy person that got on your call and blew your mind. Ah! Boom. But it is the truth. And I want you to know that it's the truth. So sorry, I just had to say that. I have to say that because people they get so crazy. And I think that's what makes you leave. Because you know what you say? I shared. It didn't work for me. That's because you didn't sell anything, boo-boo. You have to sell. If you want to pay some bills, if you want to make Success Club, you got to sell something. And that is the disconnect, because you're up here sharing. I was just sharing. I was on Facebook and I told people, I said, hey, Shakeology, day 27. And you thought it ended there. That's just the beginning of the conversation. That's the romance period, right? Because I'm going to share my day 26 too. You're going to see it in a minute. And you share it, but after that, it's the work that goes on beneath the share. Would you agree, Natalie? It's the work that goes on. All you got here because Natalie had to come and say, hey, she had to sell you why being a coach works, because you was like, coach, I ain't no coach. Wait a minute. I don't have no beach body. Hold on. I can't be no beach body. I ain't got no beach body. I look like a beach whale. I can't be a beach body. But she made you understand how it wasn't about that, right? She made you understand how it was about helping people and loving on people and encouraging people. And if you can be a great friend, you can be a great coach. And she talked to you about that. And you said, yeah, that was a sale, my friends, right? So that's how that goes. So you have to know that so that you can stay in it and understand why you need to be in it. And then, so success is an inside job, right? So people say, oh, I just want to be like such and such, or I want to be successful. And I'm like, it's an inside job. And I had to really get that. You hear that all the time. Personal development till you blue in the face. You want to kick somebody. You just want to spit on somebody. Like, if I hear one more thing about personal development, I know I get it. But I'm going to tell you again, personal development, because it is an inside job. Until you are successful in here, it will never be a manifestation on the outside. Even if you're doing those things, even if you are talking to people, even if it will never work, and you're going to be someone sitting there like, it's not working. I contacted 10 people today like you told me to. I told them X. I told them Y. I sent them a hey girl message. I said, hey girl, like she said, blah, 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 blah. I did that. Nobody said anything, you know. And what happens is a lot of times what we really feel and who we really are comes out. It comes out when we're typing. It comes out in our posts. It comes out in our personal conversation. It comes out if you're not that confident. It comes out if you're really like, don't you want to be a coach with me on my team in the Posh Empire? We really love our coaches and we get great results. People get that. And so if you go to somebody like that, right, and you don't realize that that's what you're doing, but that's your attitude. And they're like, no. And then you go back to Natalie and you said, Natalie, you told me to contact 5 people a day, and I did that. But if that's how it's going, I'm not joining your team. I'm like, this shit can't even look at me. No, you know what I mean? So you have to make sure that you are getting that personal development in. That's where that comes from, so that you can build up your confidence, so you can feel like you're worth it, so that you can feel like the prize. I now feel like if you don't want to join me, it is your loss. That's how I feel now. And you can call it what you want to, arrogance or whatever. But it's like, I'm a great person. I have a whole lot to offer, and I have an amazing team. And that's how each one of you should feel about yourself. Even if you just started yesterday, you have a lot to offer. And guess what? It doesn't matter if you started yesterday. I'll tell you something. JL, you know more than the person that knows nothing. So never feel like, I don't know enough. I don't know how to start. I don't know what to say. They don't know nothing. They don't know anything. So anything that you say is more than what they know. And it's always okay to be honest in that, hey, you know what? I'm just starting, but this is how I feel. This is where I'm going. This is what I've seen. This is what I want to do. I believe in integrity. I believe in not trying to sell a dream and live a nightmare. Don't do that. Tell people the truth. Because the truth, when you lead with the truth, you don't have to think of nothing else. You don't have to keep up with the lie. You don't have to keep up with the facade. You don't have to make it up. Like, oh God, so I told her X, Y, Z, but now I really don't know what to do next. No, because if you lead with the truth and you lead with integrity, the right people will be there. And the ones that aren't right, they would have never filled you up. They would have never been a good fit on your team. And so what if I talked to Sally and now Sally joined Jill? Sally wasn't supposed to be with you. Okay? Just let that go. But know that what your worth is and who you are and how important you are. But you only get that from personal development. And you have to do it daily. Because each day, things in our life set us back, knock us down, whatever. And you have to be filled back up. And personal development fills you back up. Because sometimes your family can't do that. You know, I don't know if any of you are believers. I'm a believer. So God does that. And then right after God is personal development. It's like Jesus and then like John Maxwell. You know, it's like, whoop, they right there. What? So it's like you have to get your personal development in. Read it, listen to it, do podcasts, you know, and then find the things that you need. There again, I'm always about individuality. Just because everybody's reading X doesn't mean that might not be your place. You may be a person that's struggling with confidence and everybody else might be reading a book on finance. Go read the book on confidence. Go find out what you need and fill you up so that you can pour, because what you fill up with, you can pour out, right? So if you fill up with that stuff, then you're like, hey, you know, and you can talk to people and it's just like, they're like, oh my God, Nicole is so awesome. And you're like, I know. No, you know, but you just will, it'll come off of you. It'll come off of you. People say, you're always so excited. You're always so whatever. Some of that is natural. A lot of that is personal development, music. You got to get like a little ritual. Like I'll turn on some music and I'll jam out first and then I'm like ready, you know, and you're ready to tackle with the day. So I just want to make sure that you guys are doing that personal development because it is an inside job. You will not be successful on the outside until you are successful on the inside, period. Because even if you do a little well, you'll never live up to your full potential and you'll feel empty. So you have to find the things that keep that hold you up, and they can't be accolades. They can't be recognition. Recognition is nice. I am a recognition whore. So it's Natalie, so I know she knows. We love that stuff. We're like, oh my God, they're gonna give us a shirt. Yes, I want it. You know, we're there. You know, I'm totally her. Yes, trips, count me in. So you do that stuff, and you're excited. So I love recognition. But I had to learn that I can't place my worth on that because that will make you go crazy. And that'll be the things that make you call her and say, I can't do it anymore. Because if you're basing it based on you're only as good as your last success club point, or you're only as good as the last coach that you recruited, or you're only as good as this thing or that thing or the last thing that you earned, you can go after those things, but learn how to be great with who you are as you pursue everything that you want. Be okay with that. Be okay with that, right? No, and like, I'm going for it, but I love me. I'm going for it, I love me. I missed the mark, I still love me. Made the mark, I still love me. The common denominator is, I love me, right? And so you just want to make sure that you give yourself back to that part, but that comes from personal development and being filled up and being around people that fill you up and not people that totally want to go off of, everything is on how to go. Because sometimes, I don't always get the shirt. Want, but And then I'm like, okay, should I just shoot myself or what should I do? I missed the jacket. I didn't get it. And if I let that do that, then it would be all messed up, guys. My dad died almost 3 years ago. And I was a coach then. I was just trying to live. Like I was just trying to do anything I could to stay above water, to like not drown. And I was just like doggy paddling. And it was literally swear, Jesus, worship, music, personal development that kept me like, okay. I was like, I can't grow right now. I can't, but I don't want to fall. So this is how I stay here. But when you are focusing on being here, when you're focusing on the fact that you're going to do it no matter what, and you're going to be here, the fact that I did the work up front that whole year of my life that I basically kind of checked out, I still got to check every single week. And I was able to sit at his bedside every single day while he was dying and not have to worry about this or that or the third. And I'm not claiming to be anybody's Rockefeller. I ain't in the millionaires club yet, but I'm well on my way, right? And anything that you have is more than you got. Right? So you have to be grateful for those things. My son goes to private school because of this business. There's so much happening in our lives because of this business. I was already a stay-at-home mom and a stay-at-home wife, so I never try to make it seem like I don't want to be like one of those beach body people that was like, oh my God, my life's sucked before a beach body. I didn't have any friends. I was eating ramen noodles. That's not my story. It's not. But it has just added to my life tremendously. So be comfortable in your story and what it is, and tell it the way that it's supposed to be told. And you guys have heard that. You listened to the call. Amy Silverman had an amazing call on Monday. Did you guys hear that? It was really good about reinventing yourself. Make sure that you're doing that, but you just really got to burn the ships. I mean, that's the only way. You just got to say, I'm burning the ships. This is going to work for me. I'll tell you a secret. I have not made elite yet. It's been 4 years, and I have no at all reason to stop or want to quit or want to do anything, because my life isn't held up or based on that. Even though I want it. I want that phone call. Oh my God. Like I'm geeking on the phone call. And I'll get it this year. But I want to say that to encourage some of you that maybe have been doing this a little longer, or even the new people that just started. The rates in which we grow this thing are so different, and they vary so much, and we have so many parts of our lives, and I don't want anybody to think like, oh God, but it's been a little while for me. You can still do it at any time. You get to make the decision to turn it around, to change it. I had to really take a hard look. Sometimes you have to be realistic. We're taught to be optimistic. I am an eternal optimist, but I had to also be very realistic about where I was. I had to make some really hard calls. I had to really like tear down and look at my business and notice you don't have a plan. You don't have a plan of action. You're not keeping no schedule. I was winging it, just like my eyeliner, winging life, winging motherhood, winging this business. It was just winging everything. Everything was winged out. And so I was doing pretty well as a hobby. So then I was like, what would happen if I actually ran this like a business? So those are the implementations that I put in place now. I've learned so much from just even watching Natalie and watching her grow. And so now our team is on track to becoming an elite team. And last but not least, I want you guys to sit up here, and I want you to, and I'm sure you've done this before, but do it again. I want you to sit down with your spouse, if you got one, your family, your whatever, and I want you to, and yourself, and you say, what does success mean to us? And figure out what that looks like. Does that mean, because it looks different for everybody. Some people are like, yes! I'm one of those. Some people are like, I would just really love to be able to have some extra groceries. Some people are like, whatever that means to you, you determine what success means. And when it's time to measure it, make sure that you're the one that's holding the stick. Thank you so much, guys. I'll open it up if you guys have any questions or anything else. You have to mash unmute, Natalie.
For some reason, there's this little pop-up thing I can't get rid of. I've been staring at the whole time. Okay, so you guys know why now that I invited Chonta to join our call, right? Because
I'm so honored.
Really, I mean, like, if you don't have her in your life, you need her. So thank you so very much.
You're welcome.
How proud I am of your business this past year, because I know you did 3-star and you went to the leadership conference. So proud of you. And I know that you're going to be at the leadership conference in
October, I think. San Diego.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
with you.
So I know that someone probably has a question. There's a ton of response about how awesome you are and how you rock this call. So if anybody has any questions at all, we're not going to keep you too much longer. I know you have life obligations, but if anybody has anything for Chonta, feel free. Veronica.
Hey, I have a question for you. So you talked a lot about personal development. By the way, you're freaking awesome. I can't even, you're just amazing.
Thanks.
So if you could only have like 2 or 3 personal development, like books or programs or whatever, forever, that you, for the rest of your life, like what 1 or 2 or 3 would you pick?
Okay, so my top 3 would be You Are a Badass. Did you read that? You Are a Badass.
Yeah.
Did you read Start?
No.
Like leaving from average and punch fear in the face. It's on just like your path to awesome by John Acuff. And the one by, oh my God, what is it? Something Friends and How to Make Friends and Influence People. Who wrote that?
I read that. Yeah.
I can't remember who wrote that.
Rockefeller? No.
Somebody super famous that I can't think of right now.
Carnegie.
Yes. Now, if you just do those things, like those tried and true, like things, like basically like loving yourself and being like, I don't give a crap. Like, I don't care if you're annoyed. I'll give you an example. It was one of those things that it was today. And I was thinking how this was my first time ever posting my Shakeology every day. Like, I've never been that girl. And I've been kind of like, I don't know if I should do it. And then I was like, maybe it's annoying. And then I thought of this. Maybe this is annoying. But what you post every day is annoying. So call it even Steven, whatever, And when, like, the attitude shift, does that make sense? Like, I don't care if you think it's annoying, scroll on past, boo, bye. So it's just that attitude shift, and you get that from those books. Like Dale Carnegie teaches you how to treat people and how not to look at, like, of course, the negatives and things like that, how to focus on people's positives and so on and so forth, how to make friends, how to influence people. And then at Start, he's basically like, dude, you just got to do it. It could, because, I know you guys heard the quote, it's the start that stops most people. It's the start, like actually just doing it. We won't pull the trigger. So it's better. That's why I kept saying it's better to just do it and apologize later. Just go out there and oops. Because it's always better an oops than a what if, right? You know what I mean? Because then you'll be living with, what if I would have done it? What if I would have made it? What if I would have asked this person? What if I would have asked her to join my team? It's better to just do it and say, I royally screwed that up. And then be honest about royally screwing it up. Then it all works for everybody. Like, be honest and be like, oh, I totally just pitched you. Sorry. You know what I mean? Like, and be honest. And I think that those 3 books helped me the most. But I try to read about a book a week. So that's how my personal development. I listen to a whole lot of podcasts. So another thing for podcasts, just to add that for you, is on EO Fire. Do you listen to Entrepreneur on Fire?
No.
If you don't, you must. You must, with everything in you. And listen to that, like, in the car or while you're cooking or whatever. And it is not about network marketing, which I love, because you get to get ideas and just hear how people do it. He interviews entrepreneurs every day, 7 days a week. It's just really amazing. And they always have, like, he always asks them what's their favorite resource, things like that. So I learned a lot of stuff, like, apps. I'm like, that app. What about that? So I learned that stuff from that show. So definitely that.
Nice.
Hope that helps. Anybody else? You're welcome. You're welcome, Veronica. And you're cute. I like your glasses.
She is cute. Anyone else?
All right, I just got to say something. When you were going to town, your barrels were blasting. I could see Sandy talking in Jeff Hill's ear and saying, "Can you please ask her just to slow down just a little bit?"
I talk a million miles a minute. I'm so sorry, especially when I get excited. No. It's like,
well, don't apologize. Remember, you don't do that. But, well, you do apologize. But, yeah. But what I'm saying is, though, you've got the quality, and I can see you on the National Wake Up Call, being elite, all your accolades being read and everything else. but you did a great job tonight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, and thank you so much for speaking into my life, Billy. I received that. I mean, I'm glad she's recording this because I'm gonna play it back on those days. But I'm just like, I can't do it, Lord Jesus. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna clip this little part. Billy said.
There you go.
And to be honest, that's actually a dream of mine to one day be on the NWC. So that'd be awesome.
Yep.
I remember you saying that. I don't remember when, but I remember you saying that. Definitely, you would. You would be amazing. They're silly for not asking you. So
they're not asking because they don't know me. So y'all better get to work because the only way they're gonna know you is if you get to work. WERK, work, not work. Work. Okay. Anybody else? This was fun.
Yay! For some reason, I can't. Do y'all see this little thing on the screen?
Hey Zoe, hey Karen, hey Nicole, hey Megan, hey Jennifer, hey Eric, hey Jamie, hey Aria.
Hey Chonta.
All my boos, and Melissa and Samantha and Rebecca and somebody number unknown 714 something. And who I miss? I think that was everybody. I just went through all your people. Oh Zoe, what's up, boo? Hey girl. So I think that's it.
Thank you so very, very, very much. Got so much out of it. I can't wait to watch it again just because, I mean, so many nuggets that, I mean, just hit home. I'm sure it hit home with a lot of you guys on. So for some reason, there's a pop-up on my screen. So can somebody take a screenshot and send it to me? 1, 2, 3.
I don't know how to do that.
That's okay. Somebody can. Billy? No? Okay.
Nobody knows how to do it?
I'm on my iPad. I can't.
I've never seen this pop-up that I can't get rid of. It's driving me crazy, and I don't want it to be on the picture. So,
what pop-up do you have?
I'll screenshot.
Okay, cool. 1, 2, 3. Yay! All right, well, just send it to me, and thank you everybody for getting on the call. And
you guys rock.
I'll send you the recording once it's downloaded. And thank you so much. Love you very much, and love you, team. And see you on the page.
Can't wait to see you on our call. We need to know, we need to know all your elite secrets.
Well, just let me know when.
Yes. When you have time. So we'll talk about that.
Okay.
All right. Bye, y'all.